Hi YouTube, it's me, Bryn Chan. Welcome back to another Who the Heck Are You? And I do not know what episode this is. I think I lost count after like 7, and that's not okay. I think for the longest time either they're still like that or I changed it. But one of them, a couple of them have the same episode number, so yes. But I am, one thing about me that you probably don't know is I am a big softie. I can't handle people being upset. And that's not saying that I can't hold my own in like an argument or anything, or like somebody's upsetting me and that's not saying that I can't hold my tongue and like not let it show. I can let it. I can. I was confused about my pockets for a second. That was weird. So I can do that. I have the confidence and the ability to do that because. So many of you guys may not know is that I've basically spent my whole life not arguing with people and not letting my emotions get the better of me. So I'm really good at that. I'm really capable of not letting that affect me. But when it comes to so I had a call today, and so yesterday I had a conversation with this young woman. She's in Africa. And so her profile picture, she looks like she's doing well. She looks like she works in an office somewhere. And we reach out to people who are trying to become entrepreneurs and have multiple sources of income, or learn how to have multiple sources of income. So I reached out to her and I said, hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm always eager to connect with like-minded individuals such as yourself. That way I can expand my network and exchange ideas, because not everyone ends with a, hey, would you like to join my mentor group? Not everyone ends with that, and not everyone ends with this subscription, and that's fine, because I really do genuinely like making connections with people. And yes, it's going to sound like I'm breathing heavy right now because I'm like fired up right now. So yeah. Well, she's like, well, I was like, how's your personal development journey so far? And she goes, I don't know, really just fading dreams at this point. And I asked her why, and I was like, what is your dream? And she telling me, she was like, I want to provide 20,000 chickens to government schools and other places like that. And I thought that was a really beautiful dream. And when I was reading her thing, I clearly am not going to tell you it word for word because I can't remember it word for word, but it was such a beautiful dream that like I started to tear up a little bit. And I told my husband, I was like, Scott, this lady's dream is so beautiful. I want to help so many people to realize their dreams so they don't feel like hope is fading. And I don't know if anyone in Africa is watching, but you guys have some pretty beautiful dreams over there. I was talking to a young man today, And he was like, I'm trying to break the generational curses that we have here, because my family, farmers upon farmers upon farmers, and the biggest thing with me is that I'm not going to school and getting a job and sitting there for the rest of my life making money. And he's like, I want to just go out there. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to make money on my own. I want to do all of that. And you know, I felt for him. But the thing is that we probably wouldn't have been able to help him at this point in time because of the environment he's in. Because the environment he's in right now, he was telling me that they kind of had an intervention of sorts, and basically sat him down in the middle of the room, like there was no chair, and he's like, I don't know if you know how Africans are, but that's that's what they did. So they sat me down in the middle of the room, no chair, and held an intervention, and was basically telling me I was bewitched. And I was like, that's insane. I don't remember exactly what I said. It's recorded. I can look back, but that's crazy how a whole community could think you're nuts for wanting more, for wanting to do better. And I told him I had to tell him, I was like, I want you in, I really do, but the thing is if you got in, it wouldn't do any good for you. It wouldn't do any good for you because the environment you're in right now, you know, you're going to be learning all of this stuff, and you get right back in that environment, and gonna mess you up again. It's gonna take you however many years to learn and unlearn and then relearn, and then you get right back in that environment, and it's gonna take you however long you learned it, but in minutes. So say it takes 9 years to learn, unlearn, and relearn. You get back in that environment, it's gonna take you 9 minutes to undo all that. So, and I'm not saying that as, oh, I just don't want you in. I'm saying that because it really is. It really does have a lot to do with your environment and where you're headed and what you know, yeah, it's going to take that time, and you're not going to be able to continuously just go through it. You're gonna make all this progress, but it's going to go right back into the gutter once you get right back into where you were to begin with. And I felt really bad for telling him that, but it's true. You know, how I'm in a position where, yes, my environment can be pretty crappy, but I live in a basement, and I tend to ignore everything if it's not success related and they're not going in the direction I'm going. I've had a little bit more time to do some mindset training as well, And if all they want to do is talk crap and how we're not gonna make it or whatever, I tend to just shut them out. I tend to just turn my ears off. No, I'm not deaf. No, I don't have a hearing aid or anything where I can just turn it off. But you know, you just tune people out. You know what I mean? You just tend to tune people out, especially if they don't have a clue what they're talking about, right? So if you want to make $1 million, $1 billion, like I've said in several videos already, you want to go ask your neighbor, because if they knew, they wouldn't be your neighbor. You know, they wouldn't be your neighbor. They wouldn't even be where you're living, more than likely. Because if you're like me and they live out somewhere like where I am, I'll get past some of these houses and I'll show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. But like this. Okay, and then you got the Quick Trip and everything over there. If they knew what the hell they were talking about, they wouldn't be living here. No, they wouldn't. If they knew how to make that money, they definitely would not be living here. I mean, just look at our sidewalks. You think a good neighborhood's gonna have dirty sidewalks like this? Or cracked sidewalks, or uneven sidewalks, grass growing in the cracks? Don't you think that maybe a good neighborhood would have it like maintenanced and not have a shoe sole on the ground and a heart drawn on the sidewalk with a crayon? I mean, that's cute, don't get me wrong, but saying in a decent neighborhood, in a nice neighborhood, that wouldn't be an issue. That wouldn't be seen. Probably it wouldn't be seen. So you think that if these people knew how to make $1 million, that they'd be living here? No, they would not be. I guarantee you, if they knew how to make $1 million, they would not be here. They wouldn't be driving their 2000 Toyota or Honda or Ford early 2000s, 90s car. I wouldn't be and as if to prove my point, someone just drove past with a car with their front quarter is a completely different color. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to seek anyone for advice from here on how to do anything, probably how to get high. I'm not gonna lie. And I have no interest in that. Sorry.
Oh, you're totally fine. Hard mess. I got it.
Oh, are you sure?
Thank you. Go for it.
Okay, we're back. Now, I'm not okay with my weight gain, but I'm thirsty, and I ended up a Coach again. But a little bit at a time. You know, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna extend our circle, and we're gonna ask more people and stuff like that. You know, bring people in, give them a community, and just watch them grow and flourish, because everyone needs a community. They really do. So yeah. It's hard to know that you have the ability to help so many people, but then there's still some people that are a little far out your reach that you can't help them. So I think another goal of mine is going to be to help African entrepreneurs who want to start their own business but just don't know where to start, or don't know where they could go to start. And yes, I'm being weird and I'm pulling on myself over here, but yeah, I'd rather just you know, give people new hope and allow them to realize that hope and bring it into fruition and everything. And I've been saying that word wrong for so long. I've been saying fruition. It's fruition. So there's that. I can't talk. Can't even English. I told the guy earlier, I was like, I can't even English very well, and you're trying to teach me to say hello. In African, or it's not even African. It's from another country in Africa, and they had a bunch of different languages. So it's not even like, you can't even like put it all together and say African, because it's not all the same. It's all different languages. But yeah. He was trying to teach me how to say hello in the language that he spoke at home. And I was just like, I have no idea how to even start to say that. He's like, can you say hola? I was like, yes, I can say hola. And he's like, yeah, that's slang for hello here. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to say hola, that's Spanish. Oh my goodness. I'm like, I speak very little Spanish too. But yeah. Muy poquito. Muy poquito. Muy poquito. Definitely. Very, very little Spanish. Though, of course, if I'm trying to say the whole thing, it's muy poquito español, muy poquito español. Yeah, cannot. I barely speak English, what I'm trying to do. But, I mean, we're gonna have to learn more languages other than Japanese shortly. So, oh, that possum is stinking now. A little bit. Not entirely. But it stinks. We got in the way. Truck's coming. So, we're gonna go. Also, I realized after the fact that the security guard that I asked if he had a Facebook and I could friend him on Facebook, I realized that we're already friends on Facebook, and I had no idea. No idea. And the thing is I don't communicate with everyone on Facebook. Everyone I'm friends with on Facebook, because I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, it makes me want to do something in Africa, and I think that's exactly what I want to do, is start up a company or something in Africa that helps young men and women who want to break out of that cycle to become entrepreneurs of their own. That'd be nice to have, because it's insane to think that just because of where you live means that you can't do what you want. And there's many young men and women in Africa who want to start their own thing, branch out, and not be just another cog in the machine. They don't want to just be another employee statistic, I guess you could say. Of course, you know, sometimes it's good to have a degree, or go to school, get a degree, and get a job. But that's not for everyone, okay? If that's what you like, go for it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But other people, they want to have time, money, and location freedom. They don't want to have to be stuck somewhere where they don't have that. They want to learn from people who do, and they much rather learn from people who already have what they want. You know, they're not going to ask, again, the neighbor or the priest or whoever it is, because if they knew how, they'd be doing it. And that's not a knock on religion or anything. I'm Christian. I have a strong belief system, but you know, it's not okay to keep people stuck or trapped somewhere just because they don't have the resources. Just because they don't have the resources to do so. You know? It's not okay. I mean, and I know there's plenty of people in Africa who would want that, who would want something to teach them how to make money, how to not just get a job, how to not just go to school, how to not just do the bare minimum of being slightly better than where they are right now. And I say that because there's a lot of people nowadays, my mom included, she never finished high school. I don't think my dad went to college. But what they wanted for us was for us to go to school, get a degree, and live slightly better than they did. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault because things, you know, they can't change what happened to them. They can't change how they were raised. They can't change any of that, you know, because that's in the past. You can't change the past. But I was listening to my mom talk the other day, and she was like, wow, you know, Heather, she just, her and her husband, they just moved to a new house that's about $500,000. That's worth about $500,000. And I was thinking, oh, that's okay. It's not bad, but not where I'm going. I want to go higher. I want to go past that. And she was saying, man, that's insane. How can they afford that? Well, they can afford it probably because he has his own business now, but they're probably also still living in debt because they're trying to keep up with their new lifestyle. They're probably trying to put on the looks. And I'm not saying that's completely true. It might not be. My sister's a pretty smart woman. But that's just how it is. People who get more money tend to try to have a lifestyle that matches, live above their means, and then they just can't, because and I'm running so I don't get hit by the cars. But they just can't, because they don't have the money to live above their means, but they do it anyway because credit cards and debt and all these other things that make you think that you have more money when you actually don't. So, wouldn't it better to have an overflowing pot and then let people partake of that overflow? That's what I think. I mean, I'm about to go back home, sit back down and talk to some more people, message 100 more people, because why not? I want to help as many people as possible. It's no longer just about the money. Yes, I want to become a millionaire. Yes, I want to be a billionaire, whatever. Yes, I want all these things. But I want to achieve that by helping other people achieve their dreams too. You know, so I got to go back and help more people. I got to go back and help more people realize that their dreams are valid and that they're able to do that. That it's not just a waste of time. I have 4 pockets and I ended up only using 2 of them for some reason, and my keys are under my bed. Oh, hello! Ah! Hi! In the mouth! But, Rasa! Ah! Let me close the door. Thank you! You goofball! Ow! Crazy dog. Rasa will lick me in the mouth, not.
Oh. Oh, look at that.
What the world?
You want to play?
You are a weird dog.
Yeah. Let me follow you. Take it.
You'll follow me with your snack? I can't play with your snack. Go outside? Awesome. Okay. He's gonna come right back in. You left your snack out there.
Yeah, he's hiding.
You leave it out here, it's gonna get all gooey and gross. Now, are you going out or are you coming in? What's going on? Dork. Okay, back to the basement. Back to the basement that looks dirtier than I remember, but we got our suitcases in, and it takes up so much room that it just looks like the whole basement's trashed. It takes up that much room. Like, wow, you can't have anything on these floors, because if you do, then you're just, well, you're screwed, because now everything looks like it's trash. Trash. This isn't trash. This is my flowers from the wedding. I'm gonna pick them up fast. And I'm gonna move this guitar really fast. I'm gonna move this safe really fast. My husband went to a gun range and they were giving away free gun safes and stuff. And this safe, I mean, any safe really, you could put your own private personal documents in it, but you know, I did that just recently with it, but I'm probably going to end off the video soon, because you probably haven't even seen my face through half of this, and yet here I am. Hi. And now I came all the way home and I didn't even drink what I bought. I didn't get a tea this time. I did get a Coke, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not happy with that. And I came all the way home. It's not opened. I didn't drink any of it on the way here. And now I'm just like, now I don't want to drink it, because I have water. But it is pretty warm in here, so I'll probably drink a little bit of it because it is cold and the water is not. But when I'm here, okay, I don't like cold water. I like room temp water. And yes, we could all be like, ew, that's so gross. You know what, can it? You guys are gross too. I'm sure you all got different habits and whatnot that other people think are disgusting. That's right. I'm looking at every single last one of you. Neither one of you are perfect. I mean, you're all perfect in your own way, but you're not perfect to everyone else. It's just the way it is. And no one is judging you as hard as you're judging yourself. I've come to realize this, especially with this mentor group. They're like, you really need to know that no one is judging you but you. I mean, everyone's judging in their own way. But what's really happening is every single person is worrying about what other people think of them. So they don't really have time to think about you and judging you. They only have time really to worry about if you're judging them and if they're making a good impression or not. And newsflash, some of y'all don't make good impressions. And I'm not saying this because I judge people. I'm saying this because I'm saying this because some of you guys just give off bad crap. Bad energy. Anyway. So I'm going to end off this video right here. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Invest in yourself because you are the very best person to invest in. And, invest in real estate, stocks, gold, silver, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.